Hi, I'm Jo Martin, and if you are currently juggling 15,000 things and you just popped onto Facebook for a break, why not give yourself the proper break you're looking for? Take 5 minutes right now to join me because I want to speak to you about something really, really important, and that's this little baby that we call the archetype of our times. It's Superwoman. So just pause for a few minutes, stick with me, and let's have a look at her. Because not that long ago, and even in many cultures right now, we celebrate Superwoman. You know the one I'm talking about, right? She tears around at work, she's micromanaging everyone, she's leading, she's saying what she needs to do, she's speaking up in the board meeting, she's getting things done, she's doing all of the work that she needs to do. Then she's going to the gym on the way home, working out, pumping iron, and she gets home into the kitchen, she whips up a storm for her family if she has one, yummy food, amazing. Then on Friday night she goes out for cocktails with the girlfriends, goes to the spa on the weekend, tries to relax, puts cucumber on her eyes, and finally collapses into bed. Oh, by the way, she's also a demon in the bedroom. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's this pressure to perform in so many areas of our life, and we succumb to it. We think that in order to be better leaders, in order to be more effective, in order to be more productive, we just have to squeeze more in, so that even our self-care, even those things we do to look after ourselves, we're squeezing in because we're supposed to do it. What the hell even is that? That, my darling, is Superwoman. And Superwoman, look, she's not all bad. Let's face it, she's not all bad. She gets shit done when she needs to get shit done. But she's good for a short time, not for a long time. Superwoman is, I think about Superwoman as the energy that we come from when we're in our kind of fear-based self. And she's very much driven on adrenaline and cortisol. That kind of focused, aggressive, run-at-life kind of energy is very much in the female body driven by adrenaline and cortisol. Our male compadres are pretty lucky because they've got a lot more testosterone in their body, and testosterone is a hormone that can fuel that focus and that push energy. But for women, we don't have those same levels. So in order to kind of have that focus and push energy, we use adrenaline and cortisol, which is why I believe, and this is just a hypothesis, it's not the truth, but why I believe that we are 60% more likely to suffer from job stress and burnout than men, because we're relying on our adrenals. Now, back in the day when I trained as a medical doctor, we didn't really talk about this kind of stuff. It's starting to come to the fore now, this adrenal fatigue and burnout syndrome, which is very much a 21st century syndrome. And it doesn't affect women exclusively, but way more than men. I believe it's fueled by this superwoman state. So we need to own it, and we need to recognize that she's actually killing us. For 15 minutes to push through, get something done on a Friday afternoon and then get home for the weekend, great. But most of us haven't been doing it for 15 minutes, have we? Most of us have been doing it for 15 months, or maybe even 15 years. Watch out for Superwoman. She is going to burn you out. How do I know? Because she nearly did me. I remember a time when I had been tearing around the world. I was leading trainings of up to 3,000 people at a time. One weekend I was in LA, the next weekend in London, the next weekend in Sydney, all very glamorous. But I have to say, I was knackered. And I went along to my naturopath and said, "You got to fix me. I can't keep up with the blokes in this company. What's wrong with me?" What was wrong with me was I was nearly burned out. And this drive to keep performing and stay at this high level was way too much. That's why we started One of Many. It's an organization to support women, high-achieving, ambitious women, to sustainably change their corner of the world. We want to make changes in the world. We want leaders, especially women leaders, to step up and make changes. But for many of us, we think that stepping up means more Superwoman. It doesn't. There is another way, and that's one of the things that we introduce to our coaches. We have a huge cohort, hundreds of One of Many certified women's coaches out in the world, taking these tools out to women in all different industries, in all different niches. We need to start shouting from the rooftops that Superwoman is not the only way. There is another way that we can do this. We call that way soft power. It's about having a way which is gentle and calm, Not always calm, sometimes furious, but contained and sustainable, but is full of power. It's not about passivity and letting go and just meditating all day long, right? It's about getting stuff done, but in a sustainable way. So let me know about you. Have you had any experience with Superwoman? Have you been doing her like 5 minutes ago? Share in the comments section the impact that Superwoman has had in your life. I think we can all learn from each other and make a commitment today to do something about it. I'd love to learn more from you. And if this has been helpful, please do feel free to share with your friends and family. Maybe you've got a sister or a mom or a friend who's in Superwoman mode. Share this with her. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. See you soon.